Hello, crafty friends. Surprise, surprise, I have yet another Ollie's haul for you. At this point, I feel like they're just gonna keep coming. I don't even know until whatever, clear out they have done is finished. It seems like new stuff just keeps coming and coming and coming. And again, I know some of you have said your stores have gotten nothing. I really hope that changes for you soon. I know it's got to be frustrating to see all these reveals and go to your store and not find what you want. But it's, again, my experience has been it's so hit or miss. And I'm lucky enough to be in a big metropolitan area where I can visit a lot of different locations, and even in the same area, some places have a ton, some places have nothing. So hopefully yours is getting stuff soon. But let's look at what I found. So I found more of the $2 papers, and then I also found a bunch of the $1 stuff. So that seems to be the trend, is the $1.99 paper pads, and then there seems to be, like, regardless of what it is, these bins of things that are just $1, with some weird exceptions that I found. But so let's look at the papers. So I found this jewel pack, and this I was very excited to find because I just love having these solids. I found the pastels before, and I was very excited about that. And so now to have the jewels, I like that also. Obviously these are not, the big paper pads, but there's a lot of paper in them, so I feel like that kind of compensates. But these are nice for, like, die cutting. So when die cutting, it is kind of nice to not have to, like, cut down a sheet. So they definitely serve their purpose. And again, I love these colors. I love having this variety. So I picked up a couple of those. And then, sorry for the bang in the background, I'm just kind of throwing the pads off behind me. I found this, which I thought was really interesting because it's like this, it's kind of like, it's not exactly glitter, but it's this metallic that has, I don't know, sort of this, like, speckled look to it. So I liked that. I thought it was different. It's a smaller pad, but they've got the gold. They've got this really pretty copper color. I don't know how you can see that. They have this silver. And then they have this, like, very bold, almost like orangey copper color. So I thought these were really cool. These were only $1. And I figured, I got a couple of them. I figured these would also be a good thing to send in Happy Mail. So I've started to pick up some extras, partially for me, but also, I'm starting to do a lot of swaps, and it's always fun to send some crafty gifts. And so to be able to send, like a whole metallic paper pad, how awesome is that? So I got a couple of those. And then, you guys, I found some glitter and some metallic. I'm so excited. That is what I was hoping for. Here, let me see if I can shift this. There's kind of a weird glare here. Let's try that. It doesn't really help much. Okay. But this is Recollection. So this is like Michael's, but it's 24 pieces. It's the glitter cardstock. Now, I don't know if this is, I'm assuming or hoping that this is like the non-shedding type of paper, but I don't have a scissors nearby. But I'm not sure, but this is so great. I feel like for Halloween, I feel like it's, a very universal, like, you can use black for Christmas. Like, I feel like that's a great background with the red and yep, it's non-shed. So that's awesome. So these are great. So $2 for a pack of 24 glitter cardstock, black glitter cardstock. So awesome deal there. And then a couple of these pads are just like ones that we've probably seen. This one is new to me, the basics, but I've seen other people haul it. It's a 12 by 12, and it just kind of goes through all the colors. I thought this was a good, like, staple to have, or if you're just looking for something to complement, whatever you're working on. You've got a good variety of colors here that you can pull from, they kind of remind me of, like, having the little petite prints from Doodlebug, just having something that has, a little bit of a pattern in the background, but doesn't take up too much attention. So that's that pad. And then I found this. So this was also $2. I opened it because I was trying to figure out what weight of cardstock this is. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if it's 65 or 110. It feels a little bit thicker than the 65 to me. Maybe it's like an 80 pound. I'm not sure. And maybe if anybody knows, so it says it's Whirly Pop. So I could probably look that up. But if anybody knows what brand or weight of cardstock has this blue Whirly Pop color, let me know. But I haven't been too interested in the like big packs of just like 25 sheets of the same sheet, because I just don't know that, even though I buy, you know, a couple paper pads, that still is like each design, you know, you have like maybe 6. But I don't know if I would use like 25 of one design. That's like especially like a really distinctive pattern. But this blue cardstock, 12 by 12, like this is just a really nice, it's kind of bright, but it's like between like a bright blue and a navy blue. And I feel like this is a great staple. Like it's almost like a neutral, like blue jeans. And so I thought this was a really nice thing to have as like maybe a base for albums or for cards, or, you know, for a box. Like it's going to make really solid, solid construction, and the color is great, but it's, you know, neutral enough that I feel like it can go with a lot of things. Then I found this one. Honestly, I almost didn't get this one just because I feel like I have some, you know, like watercolory pads, but then I was like, it's $2, and, you know, I just couldn't resist. So I got one. But they are, you know, they're nice. Like this again is these watercolors. They're going to be a nice, like neutral, kind of go with a lot of different things. There's some foiling in here. They're the thick cardstock, so they're not like that thin paper, which is, you know, always a plus. So that's that one. I'm just doing quick flip throughs through most of these, because again, I know that a lot of these have been like hauled already a bunch of different times, or they're just, you know, the pretty plain ones. Like I haven't seen anybody do like the Recollections glitter yet, but you know, that's all just one. This one though, I did see one person haul it, but I want to go through this with you because I feel like this is just really cool. So it's Park Lane, but it has, it says it includes foil, shimmer, canvas, textured, acetate, and embossed. So there's like different kinds of specialty paper in here. So it's got, this is like a basic, I don't know if this one's supposed to be, I feel like it's textured, maybe. I don't know. So this is just like a light pink. Most of these that are patterned are double-sided. So we've got this flower, here I'll turn it this way, I feel like it's easier to see. And then we've got this green on the back. We've got these beautiful cut-aparts. There's something beautiful in every day, sending my love. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. Beautiful. It's the small moments that create the most beauty, and thinking of you. And I just think it's a really pretty color palette also. That's like a light pink. But then we come to this. So this paper, this is part of what sold me, honestly. It feels like fabric. Like this has got to be that like canvas textured paper. And the clue is that it's like all their specialty papers are white on the back. But I can't even describe it. It's just, it feels like I'm touching fabric. And that I just thought was the coolest thing. So there's that one. And then we're back to some more of these like double-sided. This is like a green. Got this floral with the yellow background. And then again, we've got a gold foil. So this is just, you know, thick cardstock, white on the back. And then we've got this texture, or not texture, but this pattern, this stripe. These really pretty flowers with the pink on the back. More cut-aparts. So we've got thinking of you, thank you, hello dear friends, hello lovely, hello friend, thinking of you, be kind, just a note, have a nice day, and beautiful. Put those up there. Just in case, you know, you run into this and you're like not sure. They don't really have like a full photo of everything in here, so it gives you an idea of the kinds of things you'll find if you are interested. And then that's the back. And then this is an embossed. I don't know that you'll be able to see it really. You can kind of see it there. It's like an embossed. So it's basically this, let's see, this like pattern, these kind of like little dashes in like a triangle or an arrow shape. That is what this is, but it's embossed. So it's just a light embossing on here. And then we've got this one, which has foil on it, but this one is double-sided. So this is foiled. I don't think any of the other ones have been foiled, right? No. So this one's foiled. It's a really pretty pattern. I think it's that same pattern. It's very, yeah, it looks like that fabric pattern. So it's really pretty. And then it has that more neutral back. It's a sheet of acetate, you guys. Like, how flippin' awesome is that? That is the other thing that I thought was pretty phenomenal about this. I'm trying to find like a, I don't have anything nearby. Here, we'll just use the back of this pad so you can kind of see it. So it's this like floral gold foiled pattern on acetate. So that is super cool. I feel like if you get the fancy acetate sheets, they're like $2 on their own. So that was awesome. And then there's this one. I really like these little florals. Very pretty. Obviously they're sideways. And then here's another foiled sheet. Like this leaf pattern. And then these pretty flowers on the back. And here's another one that I think, it doesn't, for some reason it doesn't feel exactly the same as the other like fabric one, but this one also feels kind of fabric-y to me. The texture just, it's like a different texture of fabric. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe that's just, you know, what I feel. But, oh yeah, because this one feels more like soft, and this one feels more like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but this also seems to be like a unique kind of texture. And then you've got these solids, which is just really helpful to have some solids that match. Oh, and I think, you know what? It might be slightly different front to back. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I don't know how well you can see, but it's like just a slightly different shade. So we've got like a lighter pink and a darker pink. So one side's a little darker, one side's a little lighter. Same thing with this like mint color. And then the same thing with this one you can see a little easier in the camera, I think, the yellow. And then we've got this like gray. Seems kind of like a, I don't know, like a greenish gray to me. And there you go. So that pad I think is a really cool one, just because it's got such unique stuff in it, and I think is really pretty. And then this, I've definitely seen people haul this, and this is, you know, one of those big fat pads. So we're just gonna kind of flip through the bottom. If anybody wants a more detailed flip through, let me know and I can do one. But I think there's so many out there at this point that you've probably seen this already. And these videos get so long because there's so much stuff that I don't want to be here for hours. I know that you don't want to be watching me for hours either. There you go. So that's that pad. And then this one is just reds. So this again, it's the color box. It's the white core, which I don't love. But for, I can't remember if this one was $1 or $2. It was probably $2. But some of these paper, like that metallic pad I showed you was just $1. So I didn't remember. But you know, it's nice to just have like a variety of reds. Christmas is coming. Having the 12 by 12 is always helpful for like bigger construction. And this is like a good, feels like a good 65-pound cardstock. So got that. And then I found some metallics, you guys. I was very excited. Glitter and metallics, that's what I was literally looking for. So it's the neutral, so it's probably not my first choice of colors. I like, you know, the brights or the pastels. Maybe someday some will appear, but they're still metallic and they're still great. Like, you can just see that sheen. And these are obviously, like, with it being neutrals, like, I'm definitely going to get use out of them. So they're not like the most fun colors to me, but they are definitely very nice. They're definitely something I can use. And I just love the sheen. I like shine and sparkle, you guys. So finding metallic pads, and I feel like that's the kind of paper that always is like more expensive. And so yeah. Yay! So I got those, and these were $2. And then let's look at some of the other stuff. So, let's see here. Then most of this is like that dollar, everything, you know, like dollar bins of stuff. And these, by the way, if you've been kind of following my journey, this is, I went back, my very first Ollie's haul that I showed, I had gone kind of to the other side of town and checked out those stores. That is what I did again with these. So I hadn't expected to do that, but as more stuff came in, I was like, well, let me see what they have. So this is mostly stuff from like the stores that are not really close to me, which I called the stores that were close to me after I saw like all this variety, and a lot of them were still putting their stuff out. So they had gotten some stuff. I found some stuff earlier in the week, and I thought they would have a lot out, but they still did not a couple days later. So that's coming. I have seen people haul these washi tapes. I like washi tape. I don't always like these, honestly, because I feel like they're, you know, there's just different quality of washi tape, if that makes sense. And some of them I feel like are more like, I don't know. They're like more like thin, and they don't like peel and stick as nicely. And so that's, these like little box rolls to me always feel like that. But for $1 for all these rolls, I was like, well, I do need to snatch some up. And then I got an extra of this one just because I like the bright colors, and I would gift it. I'm not going to use more than a roll of any of these, but the designs are, and also I thought it was nice to have these because I have been seeing some of these collections popping up. So like the Buenos Dias, I didn't buy it, but they had a $5 like pad of the Buenos Dias, and I feel like I've seen some other stuff now starting to pop up. So I felt like it would be good if more of this collection comes out. It would be nice to have the washi that matches. So this one is a Jen Hatfield. It's Stardust. This is, I honestly don't know, Obed Marshall. I'm less familiar with that person. And this is the Buenos Dias. And then Paige Evans. And this is her Splendid. I don't know if I have any of this stuff already. I might already have some that it goes with. But there's those. So those were $1. And then let's see, let's go through the stuff that doesn't need a lot of flipping through. So then I found they just had random, every place, I'm telling you, every place had different stickers. So one place that I went to, I love these. These are so cute. So this little like an acrylic sticker, I don't know where I'm gonna put him. He needs to go in a special place. And then these zoo stickers, these pop-ups. I just still love that it's Kane Company. It's like a throwback to like high school. Me doing scrapbooking would lose my mind. This camera I thought was really pretty. These I think I just got like one of these. I think they're cool. They're nice to have, but I'm not gonna like put them all over stuff. Like $1 for a sticker is still a lot, kind of. So not for these obviously, but I wouldn't usually buy them full price. So I've mentioned that before. So these are like butterflies. That's those. And then I found these. I was kind of had mixed feelings about it. I like this little confetti on the bottom, which I think is cool, but I can also see it's kind of like shedding already, so I don't know if these will just be annoying. But I got one pack. I was like, let's see, I'll play with them. Again, it's just $1, so I can always like either re-glue stuff or cut it off. And then there was this, which these are like little pockets. So I found some pockets and envelopes before, some Kane Company ones, and so these just seem to be on those lines. So they're like decent sized pockets. I don't know if there's any measurements on here, let's say. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty big. They would be like too big for a card or something, but they would be Nice for like a little journal or like a memory book. So I got those. And then let's look at some of our basic stickers. So we've got these puffy stickers. Happy birthday. I just love the colors and the mermaid. I thought that was really fun. Letter stickers. Those seem to be like a staple. Like that is one thing that I've noticed pretty much everybody has. They don't all have the same ones, but that definitely is something that's showing up. I was like, this is so great for like that cowboy, cowgirl theme that everybody's been doing. Just have to save it for next time. We're just gonna have another one. And then these pink glitter I think are really fun, and they're popped up on pink foam. So these stickers. And then we've got these that are just really nice little words, right? That you could use as a sentiment. Live, laugh, dream, clever, wish, smile, inspire, dance, lovable, remember, happy, glad, marvelous, cute, radiant. Oh, and there's more on the back. Oh my, I don't think I realized that. Welcome, sweet, kind, high, hug, pal. Little kids holding hands. Love, dreams, fabulous. Little umbrella and a moon. Charmed, play, dearest, hope, and believe. So those are nice. Those are really like neutral sentiments that can go on almost anything. I got these. I just thought these would be fun either for my craft room or my classroom. So it just comes with a lot of different labels. It has days, it has different kinds of stationery. So those will be very practical. And then I found these. They're so cute. The Winnie the Pooh stickers. And this is like a lot. So this is definitely worth it to me because it's 5 sheets, you guys. So this is like one of those 5-sheet packs. Let's see if I can open this without... Let's just open it because the sticker is covering it up. So at least this one. So yeah, these are nice. They're like almost like a vinyl, like a thin vinyl. So these aren't paper stickers. So got all these guys, and then these, and this turquoise foil is so pretty. I believe in naps. And then these I won't take out because there's nothing blocking them, but got these square ones. I got an alphabet. Little bees. So cute. And then we've got these like strip stickers that could be used as like borders. And then that's it. So these are so cute, you guys. These, again, to me, that is worth $1. When there's like multiple sheets, that makes it more worthwhile to me. And then let's see. A couple things that are, again, more quick. I got this. I haven't tried it. It's a white marker supposed to work on dark paper. So some of these are always like hit or miss for me. Sometimes they work great, sometimes not so much. So I'll try it. And then the same thing with these. These were only $1, but they're like the really fine point, which I love that kind of pen. So not that I need more pens. I have a gajillion, but for $1. And for the fine point, I feel like the fine point, sometimes like the point, I don't know if you've had this experience, but it kind of like pushes in. And so eventually it's not like out of ink, but it doesn't really write, or it's like scratchy, like the metal is scratching. So I don't know. So it's nice to have some extras. And then I got these mainly just for, I'm always looking for pins to like unclog my glue bottles. And I never have them handy. So got those. They were $1. This I was super excited about. So this is another K & Company, and it's the Halloween borders, but look at these borders. They are beautiful. And they're like on like a clear, I don't know, it feels like acetate. I'm not sure when you peel the back off if it'll still feel that thick, but we've got, it's 9 borders. Happy Halloween. The pumpkins. They've got like that orange foiling. It's just so fun. Stars. Skull and crossbones. It's probably my least favorite. And then these I think are so cool. Like you can just make a little like scene in the background, and this like these webs. And then this like really intricate fence, again, just to like build a scene. So those are obviously great for Halloween, which is coming up. And then let's see, so these sticker books, this sticker book was $2, and I found a couple that were like $3 at a different store that were actually, they looked just like this, so I'm not sure why they were $3 because this was $1, but I didn't get those, but I got this one. And as I was looking in my head, I was like, oh, this would be really nice to like use to make cards. Like there's a lot of these big, almost like sentiment looking sheets, so this would be such a great like use for cards, which sticker books are not usually designed for. And then of course I just noticed, I love this one, happy birthday, or snappy happy birthday, but they're like pretty big images and sentiments. And then I just noticed today on the cover, duh, it says, it's kind of cut off, but it says card maker sticker book. So yes, it is very convenient to make cards because that's what it is actually designed for. Reading is fundamental, you guys. And then I got this one. This one was just fun. It's got some like glitter sheets. I don't know if you can see like the kind of like glittery parts of them, some of them, and then it's just a bunch of foods. Do this one pretty quickly. Little fruits. I think this one's like a clear background. Notes. More foods, little foods, like journaling sheets, Sluffy. So, and I'm going through this pretty quickly, but this video is like 30 minutes already, so I don't even know how many of you are still with me. Oh, look at the little ones. I like the little guys. But again, these are just like really fun. They're bright colors, they're different sizes, some of them are glittered. So I really like this. And again, this one was just $1. Breakfast. And some of these look like they're more for, you know, like journaling or planning, but most of them are just decorative. So that's that sticker book. Whole fat book for $1. And then you guys, oh wait, one more thing for the Project Life. So I just got these cupcake liners. They were $1. I just thought they were so pretty and they would be really nice. I sometimes like to make little rosettes out of the cupcake liners, and I thought these would just make really beautiful, like the thin papery rosettes. All right, so Project Life, in one of my previous hauls, I had found basically a card pack like this. I'm seeing more. I'm seeing other people haul them, and most people, I feel like there's like different types out there. So pay attention because they all like, they're similar packaging, but it's like a different theme or whatever. This one I thought was cool because it's like shakers. So it includes some sequins, which is fun. And then all of these are like already popped up on foam and have adhesive on them and are ready to just like put on your shaker mix, peel, and stick on your paper, which is super cool. So it comes with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different little shaker frames. And some sequin mix for $1, already set to go. Is a great deal. The colors again are not like my typical go-to, but I feel like they're neutral and they can kind of be used with anything, right? So there's a lot of things that these could be used with. Maybe not like a super, you know, like bright rainbow spread, but you know, a lot of other things can make that work. So especially if you decorate it up with other things. So I thought that was a great find. Maybe there's more out there, as I've seen other people hauling stuff. I don't think I've seen anybody else do these. Oh, I'll shove that in there later. All right, and then we are down to Project Life cards. $1, guys. The frames were $1. This giant box was $1. And then these were $1. And these also are very cool. So the last pack of cards I got, I was excited about the acetate, like most, because I felt like that was, again, like these are kind of like pre-made shakers. Like acetate sheets are expensive. And so they've got some enamel stickers in here, and then these are all acetate. So every single, let's see, let's put a white background here. So every single one of these is acetate. Like these are gonna make such fun shakers. Like, and there's other ways you could use these as well. But when I see acetate, I think shaker. And like having, you know, the decorated acetate is just so cool. And obviously these are designed for like scrapbooking, so some of them have phrases on them that, you know, might not make sense for like a card or a craft, whatever project you're doing. But most of them do not. And then this also has, it's not adhesive, but a lot of these, they also have a set of these on chipboard. So these are like nice and sturdy, and these would be so easy to just like run some foam tape around. So I thought that was super cool. So got this one. So there's a couple of the little ones. The best day. It's just a little heart. Beautiful new day. And then they have these larger ones, which again, there's 4 that are popped up on this like chipboard. Right, that one's a little, oh, never mind. That was a scratch, but it's just some paper dust. I don't know. You can see some in here too. And then a bunch that are just, you know, the large size. So I think it's like 2 by 3 and then, or 3 by 4 and 4 by 6. So these bigger ones, like this could be a whole like card front, or you could obviously cut it down, right? Like I could, like this, for example, I could cut this down and I'd have like, this could be the front, or even I could cut it into like a square, or like squares, right? This could be one, and then have like just some nice thick acetate. So this is pretty, like this is sturdy acetate. Happy. It's another one that would be really easy to just cut down into smaller pieces. Oh, there we go. Having fun. Play. Going, going, gone. Bonjour, Bella. Do not speak French. It's a great day. And the essentials. So this one I feel like is even more exciting than the last one because they're all acetate, and some of them are on that like chipboard. And then finally, look at this thing. This giant box of cards is $1. $1. Even just the box. Like I feel like I could cover this box with some pretty paper. It's like a magnet closure. It's like nice, you know, chipboard. Some of these are like, they were fraying a little bit, but if I covered it, like even just the box is great. But there's all these cards. I did open some of these. Now, one thing, I bought a couple because, you know, they're $1. One thing I didn't realize is that like a lot of the cards are duplicates. So I have a lot of the same card, but that's okay because I feel like these are just great. Like you can use them on cards, you could use them in albums as like a little journal spot. Like I feel like there's so many uses for these, and I could even like gift. So like these are all packaged separately. Like I could just like, again, I could gift this. I could either gift them like some individual cards to give them a variety, or just be like, if they want an unopened pack, here you go, a whole pack of cards that's like 20 cents, because the whole thing was only $1. So lots of different cool designs. And this one, so again, I've seen, oh, this is like tall and a sideways. I've seen other designs of this. So this one is the honey edition. So this is, if you see honey edition, this is what you're going to find inside. Other ones are obviously gonna have like a similar format, but will, you know, have different designs. So that's these. Oh, and then there's more. These ones I was looking, some of these felt like, I don't know, like I'd seen some of them before, but maybe not. I don't know. I guess they have like the grid on the back, which the other ones did not have that grid. Even just like to die cut out of this, right? Like if I just wanted to use this, like it's a decent weight. It's not like the thin printer paper. It's not like thick cardstock by any means, but it's like a good solid paper. I could just like die cut out of it. And I wouldn't even feel bad because there's like 1,000 of these. So lots and lots. Oh, that's pretty. Lots and lots of cards. Oh man. If you are still with me, thanks for sticking with me. Hopefully you are enjoying looking at all these designs. And then this one has like, it said these are like for the back page, which whatever. I'm not putting these into an actual like pocket Project Life album. Although when I was, you know, in my scrapbooking days, I did think those were pretty cool. I never got them because they were like too expensive, but I just thought they looked really cool. Oh, camera. Maybe these are upside down. These stars. More cameras. Oh, more little flowers. Dream big. Honeycomb. Stars. Oh, it's like a little count. Oh, this is nice. Oh my goodness. This is like, so I've, I don't know if you've like, if I've posted it yet, but I make like little, I started making like planners for my swaps to keep track of them, but I hate like drawing in the lines for the months. So these cards are perfect. And then I can just like date them, and then on the side next to the date, put like what's due. Oh, I love it. And this one. We're not even done, guys. 2 more stacks. Alrighty, good times. So I saved this for the end, because if you don't want to see all this, you could have tuned out long ago. I'm sure people have. Life. These are more of those like grid. Oh, that's cool. As I was just saying, they're like those plain grid backs. And they surprise me. Again, this would be like a fun, again, just to like die cut. Like that's just a nice little pattern. More calendars! That's actually really exciting. I'm very excited about those pages just because they're so easy. Just boop, write it in, and it's cute. Love that. And these clouds. Okay, so that's all the little cards. And then I haven't even opened these. The bigger ones. Let's see. Oh my. Are they just, no. Oh, there's a lot. So these ones are like, they say for the front page, so they only are one-sided. One-sided, one-sided. That's a funky one. Okay, and then these, all right, so these are two-sided. There's not as many of each, so there's more designs, it looks like. We're gonna see. Maybe they're all just like, one is vertical and one's horizontal, perhaps. Okay, looks like a composition notebook to me. Yeah, so it looks like they're, one side's vertical, one side's horizontal for these bigger ones. I have no idea if I'm holding them right side up or upside down, but that's fine. Oh, right side up. There you go, I think. Wait. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah. Got this. Got this guy. Can't take as big of chunks because there's only like 3 per design. Whereas the other ones, there was like a ton. More calendars. I like this layout better than this one. This one I'm like, but this one to me looks cute. I don't know why. Just preferences. That. I like the honeycomb. This is like to map out your day. I never use those. I cannot map out my day by the hour. When I'm at work, my day is scheduled for me because I'm a teacher, and then when I'm at home, if I try to map things out, it never aligns with what I actually do. I feel like I would like to map things out by hour. I've seen some really cool, like, oh, that's cool, like productivity guides about, like, you know, mapping your hours and like checking what you've gotten done. Can't do it. I guess I could if I tried. Oh, this is cool. So this is actually already, what's the word? Oh man. Like why? I'm gonna think of it and I'm like, duh. You do it all the freaking time. But these are like, already have the, oh my gosh, you guys are like screaming the word at me at home. It's very cute though. You can make like little books. Score. I knew it would come to me. The score lines. That's nice though. To have those little, so like this could be such a cute little, like in an album, right? Like you just, now you've got your tuck spot already. Scoring isn't exactly precise, but that's okay. Like you just fold this up and tuck it in under a belly band and you've got your little inserts. That's really cool. Got this one. Oh, that star. And this one. Although some of these, I guess if you did this way, but some of them the word is like, it's like on the back. If you were to use sort of our normal, I don't know. Oh, and one more. All right, so I have a giant mess of cards. Again, all this, kaboof, $1, you guys. So anyway, if you are still with me, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at all these goodies. Please share what you're finding. People have been like making notes in the comments. I love that. It's just fun to chat with you all from afar. I don't have anybody nearby that cares about this kind of stuff. And so it's always fun to see other people's excitement or what they're finding. And yeah, so thank you for those who have commented. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I would love to grow my channel. And thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Crafting. Happy. Oh gosh, I have no more words. I'm done. Goodbye.